Alright, I started the recording, so 3, 2, 1, on pause. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Jaraci Cup 10. This is between SickIGN and God Hates Weebs, the series that you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. And I have SickIGN here co-casting with me. Say hello to the people, and don't mess it up this time.
Ooh woo!
Oh my gosh. Alright, that's it. Close the stream, we're done.
You know it.
But it's gonna be Saban versus Coalition here. Pretty hype. Actually, it's not God Hates Weebs on Saban though. It's just gonna be SickIGN there, so interesting.
I'm now a Soban main.
Happens, man. Happens to the best of us.
Soban OP.
Apparently so. Checking the pick bans here. He has the faction pick first, so. And then you banned Firebase Krill. I guess that is kind of his favorite map, eh?
Yeah, I just hate Firebase Girl.
Yeah, that too. That's fair. I'm sure Discard.
Especially because it's OP with air. Oh, it's OP with air.
And then he banned the Shallows, I suppose. So he picks Kalash Teeth for this first map. How you feeling on Kalash Teeth? Feeling good?
I simp over Kalash Teeth, so yeah.
Obviously, trash pick from God Hates Weebs. He's gonna get wrecked. Is Boneyard in here? Yes, you picked Boneyard next. I think that's really a good pick there. I think that's gonna go very well. And then Canyon ult, that's kind of fun. We don't see that one terribly often.
Bro, Canyon Ult's like one of my favorite.
Yeah, well, you've been playing it a lot recently.
I love it. Pog map.
Losing to Spartan on that map.
Quit.
Okay, fine. Here comes the pro from God Hates Weebs, gonna try and scout out what's going on here. This is just SC first though, so. But hey, you've taken my coaching to heart. Look at this ridiculous SC first timing. I suppose that's with the base runner retire though.
Literally, I get the SC queued before the two Souths built.
Redonkulous.
It is Pog.
So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good eco start for you as long as you don't get punished for not having base runner. But you don't really expect that, I don't think, in CVS. So CVS Pharmacy. But yeah, I think you're gonna be fine here. And God Hates Weebs has no production upgrade either, so I wonder if he's saving up for fighter and gunship already. That would be the God Hates Weebs thing to do. Yeah, look at that. He queues up fighter and gunship. I love it.
Oh yeah, for the last two we played on that other patch, not you know which patch.
On Jaramillo? Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah, that one.
DQ. DQ. That joke might be lost to the sands of time, so if you're watching this on YouTube in 3 months...
just don't question it.
Yeah, just don't question it.
Just pretend it makes sense.
Armor 2 coming out already, that's kind of interesting. I guess because you're expecting gunship, right?
Yeah, I kind of expected air, even though I literally did nothing to prepare.
Well, yeah, but it's got 8 Weebs, right? So... Not a bad guess, I would say.
Yeah,
sure
I knew he was gonna go air, it just I completely forgot that air was a thing.
Well, but I'm saying, like, actually Armor 2 is not so bad if you're gonna encounter air, right?
Yeah, true. Well,
I think what you need here, though, is base runners.
Yeah, right now I'm going AAV tech for missile batteries.
Okay, well that's a good idea.
But it's not gonna be anywhere near fast enough.
Queues up 2 gunships here before he has the production upgrade done, which is a little bit awkward. I want to fix that, but... This is straight out of Phoenixio's Strad book. Whoa, I hiccuped. Happens, man.
Bro,
yeah, LAV can kill gunship. Yeah, of course. Actually, this is perfect.
I was 1v1ing this guy. He launched 2 gunships at me, and my blob of LAVs killed both of them without taking a single loss.
That's pretty ridiculous.
LAV.
Well, I mean, I feel like the idea here is, you know, get the gunships both shooting at the same dude and then, like, dock them when they're low, but... I don't know, such strads are beyond people.
They couldn't even shoot once. Like,
wait, they died
they died on approach, yeah.
How many did you have, like 80?
Yeah, pretty much.
Here comes that gunship now, though. We'll see if it fares so well. Armor 2 being done already is going to be really helpful here, I think.
Yeah, and I built the base runners because I kind of expected it.
Yeah, which is good. That's just what you need. God Hates Weebs is ready to set a turret down, though, so I don't think that this attack will get too much done. Uh-oh, this is going to be a massacre. Well, Salvager goes down. He hasn't attacked you yet. Oh, I see. He's just going to send the gunships over to the other side and, like, attack the eco. You know, I suppose that's fair.
I try to split, but I choke because I'm bad.
Well, not so bad. You only lose 2 here. Well, no, you'll probably lose 3 actually if you focus fires.
He also strike fighters, remember?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The strike fighters actually are very, very nice follow to the gunship because gunships have a tendency to get units really low but not kill them, and then strike fighters can just finish them off. Guard mode for easy split. Dude, you're right.
Huh?
I never considered that. Oh my gosh. Because like if you guard them, they just kind of form like a circle around like the support cruiser, right? And then they're all split up, so they won't get killed. Wow.
True.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to try that. I can't believe like all this time I've been playing this game, I never tried that. And yeah, hello's the French boy. Always fun to see someone show up from the YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel with no uploads.
No comment. Missile battery fab started already. This is good.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with my LAVs. I think I was just trying to like scout for air.
Well, it's tough, right? I mean, you can't really push onto that main base because that turret's already up there. So, I think the base runners just need to be like with the LAVs, but then there's worries that like the main base will just get owned again.
Yeah. I did set down some AA, or I think I'm going to set down some AA.
Well, at any rate, that missile battery fab tech is done, so you can just build a couple of those.
And
that'll be okay. Here come the strike fighters, though. And they want the second base, clearly. They're actually going to scout for the third. I like that move by Gaudi's Weebs to see if you're on there, but not going to find anything.
The real question is, why the hell am I floating 1400?
Oh my
1500?
That is the real question. Gaudi's Weebs is a bit of a float himself, but not quite.
Yeah,
like
he's not doing that much better.
These gunships need to engage, though. This is like a perfect window. There, here we go. Gonna slap these 3 to death.
I did a pretty okay split, so I don't think they got that much.
Actually, his focus fire was a little bit sketchy here. But, he will get a couple, though. And the strike fighters looks like are going for the bases, but there is an anti-air turret post set up, so he's gonna have to be a little bit careful. Oh, don't tell me he goes back in. He's gonna take so much damage if he goes back in. Oh, never mind. It's Gaudi's Weebs, so he won't lose anything. Oh, he lost the strike fighter. Oh. Happy,
Yeah,
man.
I have 2 AA turrets.
That is good, but it's still clear that Gaudi's Weebs is managing to do a lot of damage here, so it's pretty hype actually to see. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of rooting for him, you know, because like I coached you to win last time, so I want him to win.
I'm allowed. Noob.
Railgun Fab coming out now for you. I suppose that's not a bad idea because there probably will be some sort of follow-up, right? But he's actually already got bombers on the way. This is looking pretty hype.
Bomber smell. I think I have to just say that. Yeah, notice how I have no units?
Yeah. Well, he's not got much ground either, though, and just like a couple of AVs pushing in. But yeah, all the LAVs are dead, so...
Yeah, he has that bomber coming in right now.
Oh, boy.
I don't think he knows I have missile batteries yet.
Yeah, so he might lose the bomber here, but it's got 8 sweeps, you know. You really want to bet he's going to lose a bomber. And yeah, Cookies is right, he can get the artifacts, too, so he's picked one of those up.
Yeah, he knows I have he knows I have missile batteries, but he knows what they are, too.
And the bombers. I guess he wants the SC here. Skadoosh. Yeah, he gets it. It's pretty easy. And of course he doesn't lose the bomber because he's got 8 sweeps.
Are you sure about that?
Strike fighters, though.
He loses the bomber.
What? Oh! How did this happen? Oh, it was like an anti-air turret missile or something, right?
I'm just cracked, yeah. I'm just cracked.
You 360 no-scoped him. You turned on your aimbot and then...
Yeah. I just started spin-botting casually.
Strike fighters here, though, I don't really know what they're looking for, because if they push in again, they're dead. Oh gosh, this looks so bad.
I don't know why my missile batteries don't shoot. Like, do they have range or not?
They have like a turret traversal that they need to, like they need to turn and like point at it. So.
Oh yeah.
But also,
So
the strike fighter is actually in fog of war until it attacks, so sometimes the missile battery just can't see it. Didn't extract though.
Does the range, is it just the ground level, or does the circle actually matter?
Oh, it's just the ground level. DUK is actually like a 2D game when it comes to the computational side. Oh, I love the mortars. Oh, fuck.
Mortar
Easy.
is OP if there's armor break. Like, it's literally stupid broken.
Easy freaking clap. Donk. And I actually like the SCA. Oh, he canceled it.
I did?
Ah, you canceled the SCs and then got it again. Yes. I like Sport Cruiser anti-air because you know you're going to be attacked in those positions.
He chokes one of those gunships, a few HPs. Both of them?
Yeah, it takes a lot of damage there before the attack. It's not really what you want to do. Still, though, these 3 bombers will definitely kill that second base, so this is still a little bit rough. I wish he would, like, push in with his, Oh, I see, he's gonna go for the missile batteries. Yeah, that's fair play. I wish he would go in with, like, some AAVs onto the side, you know, try and get some damage in there. And, like, if he could get a Assault Cruiser Fab, too, that'd be really big as well, I think. He's got the money for it. He's floating 2,000 Cs.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that good in this match.
Oh, the bombers pop. Takes out the base entirely here. This is gonna hurt. I love watching God 8 Weebs when he's like hitting his stride, you know what I mean? It's pretty hype. Sport Cruiser anti-air gonna be done though, so there's gonna be more anti-air here than there was last time. Next time he goes in for it, so.
Gunships are pog. I never use air because I just don't know how. Like if I tech air, I'm just losing. That's a fact.
Same here, man. To be honest with you.
I don't think I've like ever used air and won. Unless I was like trolling.
I'll like get a really big lead and be like, yeah, this is clearly a good game to go air, and then I'll go air and then lose it because I'm bad with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty messy. He is finally gonna get that extract out, by the way, so God 8 Weebs gonna be happy with this. I do see some carrier power teching for you, but I'm a little worried about this because honestly, the bombers could kind of chew up this carrier in the midfield.
Not if I have unlimited AA.
Well, that's fair.
Remember our last match? Me versus Weebs? I think it was the last one too. Like I had 50 support cruisers.
Yeah, and like they just
That's
chunked these bombers when they flew. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like they were one-tap bombers.
That was good freaking times.
It really depends. Mass AA can counter mass air, but mass air can also counter mass AA. It's sus.
Yeah, the question I think comes down to like, are the units, like the air units, actually dying here? Like you can see on this push, one bomber is going to go down, so he had to pay for this attack here. If he can like pull it off where he doesn't have to pay for the attack, like he can get a kill and then take a bunch of damage, but dock and just heal it all back up, then definitely the air is getting ahead. And in this case, you have to factor in the mining time that he loses when that SC goes down, so I'm not sure who comes out on top of that, but it's complicated,
Actually,
I guess I'd say.
I had a few SCs on the way, so I just sent one that just built to my patches.
Yeah, I noticed that. You flip out with like the second base support cruiser there.
Yeah. Optimization. I'm just that
optimize,
skilled.
you know? I see AC Fab coming out too. I mean, obviously ACs have anti-air too, so this is a good idea, I think, but it is also a little bit nervous because obviously he's got bombers, which are pretty good against
Honestly, I think I built like one assault cruiser and then I just completely ignore them.
Yeah, well, this thing, bombers are really good at like single target damage, so I think the right choice here is actually to go for fighter and gunship yourself and try and fight it off. Oh gosh. Here comes this big attack here. The gunship taking a lot of damage actually, because there's like 2 missile batteries here and an SC. Oh, it's gonna go down even. Oh, it lived! Oh, it lived on like 122 HP. That's crippling. But he's losing a lot of strike fighter spears, God 8 Weebs, right? Just kind of passively dying.
He's now poor. He's also pushing my
These
main.
AVs, yeah. And this is what I wanted to see him do from a while ago, actually, to be honest with you. Because, like, if there's only a commitment to like anti-air here, then obviously a ground army is way more powerful than it would have been otherwise.
Forget how I deal with this. I think I don't deal with it. I just jam them and then run away.
Yeah, that's kind of all you can do, though, right? I mean, you don't have any
I'm
like.
poking all myself.
Hashtag coalition OP. If you had that turret. Yeah. But I love how he's built up these railguns, though. He doesn't have mag excel yet, but he's got armor too, so this is a pretty scary push, actually. Oh, this bomber took a lot of damage. right as it launches. Oh gosh. Oh, he's just throwing his bomber.
Tries to do something, but
the railguns can finish the kills on the missile batters here, so... The problem is that I think he's already given like the launch order to all the bombers. They have to like leave the carrier now, even though they don't really want to.
yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look good though. Obviously, if these railguns screw, Goddess is going to be able to make a really strong push out to the extraction zone.
Notice how much I'm floating.
And beyond. Oh gosh.
I think I just die right here, honestly. I forget what I do.
ACs.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's really going to be terribly good here, because he's already got the railguns set up. But I mean, you got the tech, you kind of have to do it, right? It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, these bombers are just going to kill you straight out. Right?
I think they do.
Because he's got the damage. Well, he's going to lose a gunship for it, but it's okay if he gets the kill.
There's no way. There's no way I get out. There's no way.
Yeah. Because I mean, like one bomber shot will kill you, right?
And the rails.
Oh yeah, the rails are like in range now too. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look at that.
I died.
Birdie is a freaking commander.
I kind
So
of
that carrier gets slapped.
Big boy slap.
Easy freaking game for God 8's Weebs was never even in question. You just kind of
Should
right
commit to Alt F4. Thank you.
Well, let's load up game 2 then, shall we? Which one is this? Boneyard, yeah?
Yeah.
I think Boneyard's gonna be a good map for you. Get to like 2955 by the way and tell me when.
Yep.
Man, sometimes when I was casting with God 8's Weebs, dude, he'd be like, oh shoot, I'm at like 28:30. I'll be like, what the crap? Like, how'd you mess it up this bad, you know?
Nice. Yeah, I'm at 29:55.
Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1, go. So here we are in Le Boneyard. Good map.
Welcome back to another Jaraci Cup 10 casting video.
Welcome to the Dreamlands.
Generic Moto Cow intro.
And yeah, that's how we do it. Phoenix is they can schedule the game anytime that they want, so they just send the replays in and then we cast them when we have a moment. That's how SickIGN, despite being the one who played this game, is also able to cast it. But yeah, Boneyard is just like a very staple map, I guess I'll say, right? Because like, whenever you do like testing for builds, you always do it on Boneyard. You know what I mean?
Boneyard, it's the most like basic, I would say.
Yeah, but I think you have the better spawn. We generally prefer this one because the third base is a little bit more protectable.
Yeah.
Like on that other spot, if your opponent gets on your third base, it kind of just feels like the game's already over, right?
Yeah, and on this third, you can't really get to it. You either have to go through the extract, which who does that, or you have to go through the second, which kind of impossible.
Yeah, that's often how we find this happen. Is like people will attack onto the main or the second instead of going onto the third, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like on the other side, you always will attack the third.
The third.
And then your
Unless you're
backstab will go on the main. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I think this is the better spawn. So, you know, maybe a slight advantage for, maybe a slight advantage for you here, but should still be pretty even. This is not really a map that has too much of a spawn bias. I'm gonna agree, by the way, Descara. I really liked those one-day tournaments. They were a lot of fun. It's just that I feel like we don't really get as many people in them. But there was definitely like, it was really hype to play a tournament in one day and like know that it was going on at the same time, you know? It was a fun feeling. But like, you know, take this matchup for example. This one was hard to schedule because like God 8's Weebs is in Australia, you know what I mean? This probably would never have been like a matchup we could play if we were doing like a one-day tournament.
Yeah, literally these matches were late at night for me, and actually wait.
And like super early in the morning for him, right?
Yeah. Actually, no, the next matches were early for him.
Oh, yeah, because he played these at 2 different times. So.
I think these were in the morning for me.
But see, that's another advantage of, the way that we do these turns, is that we can play the matches at different times. You can just, like, have a break in the middle. Double base for a start, by the way. I like this, actually, because a lot of good anti-air is going to be very helpful here. Fighter and Gunship's already started for God 8's Weebs.
Well, Well, actually, look at my carrier, Bozo, and cookies. Look at my HP. I don't just hit my Sal with a dead pack.
Oh,
I
he's
hit my
too good.
carrier with a dead pack.
That's big brain, man.
Big brain moment.
Yeah,
Kill
because you know the
yourself with
Savant
your
carrier
attacks.
actually does more damage based on how much health it's missing, right? That's not true. Don't try this at home, folks. Strain to ACs. Oh boy, that's kind of hype. I mean, it's a little bit blind countery, right? Because obviously Goddess Weebs sometimes likes to mix things up, but you definitely guessed right this time. He does have fighter and gunship already, so.
Yeah,
I like
the thing
this.
is, I think he's about to do it.
It's
He's
the
not
double
doing
gunship.
it. Nah, something else, something else.
What, like straight to bombers again, or?
I think this is a game where, yeah, he goes straight bombers.
He's almost got the money for it, so we'll see in a moment, I suppose, if he goes for that. And
One
either
of
way,
these
like
games,
starting,
he rushes bombers.
yeah, starting like double gunship here is not a bad idea, even if that's what his plan is. Oh yeah, he cues the strike fighter, cancels it. He's gonna go bombers, right? He's got the money for it right now.
Nah, he does.
Josh,
He
what's
does not
he doing?
PRU. This man just put a Logi module.
Bruh, what is he doing? I don't know, but anyway, he's launching a gunship now, so.
Yeah, but I kind of predicted this, so I have stuff, and I'm ready to plop down an AA turret.
Oh yeah, I guess they're already off cooldown. No, not quite yet, actually. But...
Pretty much.
I mean,
By
like
the time
two
you get
base
there.
runners and a sport cruiser, I think that you can actually fight off.
Also,
this
notice what I'm
gunship.
building.
AC's already, yeah. And then if
Yeah.
ACAA comes out at a good timing here, it's gonna be strong. Only question is, can the bombers do anything? Which he does have
He
started.
just got
now,
bomber
so-
tech, yeah.
Yeah, he does have that started.
See, I probe at the perfect timing. I just see them come, and then I instantly drop him down. The turrets.
We have different definitions of instantly, but yeah, I can see the idea of it.
Like the second I see it, I drop turret. Or wait, am I really that bad at this game?
Yeah, but you know it happens. It happens.
Am I really bad? Or actually, no, I'm just poor. Never mind. I'm not that bad. I'm just poor.
What's the difference? Oh, don't tell me he gets out with this 2 HP on this gunship. Oh, he does get killed.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just too good. I'm too cracked.
If that thing had lived on 2 HP, I mean that would have been a classic God 8 Sweeps moment, you know.
I
Jeez.
think the 2 HP things happened many times. Like, it's not even surprising anymore. It just happens too much.
Yeah, it's just like, well, you know, that's what he does.
Yeah.
How many
Like
cells went down? 3, I
5?
think. No, 4,
Four,
actually.
four.
Ooh. Yeah, that is pretty
Yeah,
bad.
that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot
Notice-
of damage. You got the self here kind of idle on the third base. That'd be really nice to send back over to the main. But the ACs are out.
I don't have ACAA though, so they can get easily pogged.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit of money if you're behind and need to like.
He's building a
replace
bomber?
salvos. Oh jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, bombers are a really good counter to these ACs, so.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, Moose. You should go back to death pack the carry. Yes, that's what he should do.
I just got ACAA.
Oh, dude, what a choke. You healed your carrier. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, true, I lost now. See, is the bomber out already?
Ooh,
Thankfully, one bomber can't kill
dank me.
an assault cruiser, but he does have the strike fighters.
Yeah, he does have the strike fitness. I mean, if he went in right now, I think maybe he could actually get a kill here. But...
Nah, I can just click R and then
Thinking
they'd be
about it.
immortal.
Well,
But-
that's true. That's true. The healing will do a lot.
Nah, he
Good hit
goes
on
for
the salves though. He gets one. Splash damage almost kills another, but I think he should really just go for that. I think he's like focusing the SC right now.
Yeah, I think he is too. Actually, no, that shot was to the. His focus fire is garbage. Okay.
Yeah, confirmed bad player. And the ACA is out too now, so they're getting strike fighters full. You know what I mean? Big flip from God 8 Sweeps once again, which is pretty common because he's going for air like this.
Bro,
If you
you're
could
about to
spend
see
this
something
float-
very funny. You're about to see something very funny. Look at
Oh, I'm
Weebs
so ready.
tech.
If
I'm
he could
waiting
spend his
for it.
float going for like a support cruiser and then like expanding up onto his 3 base, you know, that'd be really big for him.
You're about to see something really funny. I think it's sometime soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
he just got it.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I don't know. I think that's actually really kind of a good choice here, right? Because they will be able to fight these ACs really competitively, especially if a bomber comes up and hits the AC. Low tempo moves, come on. Why you always gotta be making fun of me? This is the perfect time to make a low tempo play. He's got full control of the field, right? He's got like infinite time. Come on, man. SC comes out from Guardian Weebs here, so he's gonna be able to hold up that third base, which is what I was saying. He's just been his float getting some more ecos. This is good. Uh-oh. He's doing that thing where you pull like a salvager who's like full over to the SC. But he does drop off, so it's gonna be okay. What's this carrier move out? Oh boy. Bombers, I guess, don't like base runners. So down it goes. I really think he could, you know, with those 2 bombs, he could kill these ACs, right?
At least one of them, yeah.
Because, like, if you target the one that's in the front, I think it'll miss and hit the one that's in the back, and then just, like, double donk it.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I think that was a mistake, but... No missile battery fad this time.
I mean, I didn't need it. I had ACAA. My patches are defended by like 7 turrets.
But I think still, like, fighter and gunship tech is actually probably the way to go. Because once you have fighter and gunship tech, if you've got the ground-based anti-air, he can't fight an air war against you. And then you can use those strike fighters to kill off the bombers. So gunship gonna start tickling the base runner there.
Yeah, I drop a base runner turret.
Some people
Just for some extra.
Down goes the turret, so yeah, I do like this. 3 bombers though, right? I mean, these are definitely dead ACs if he wants them. And he definitely knows where they are now. BC tech is done as well, so I think he's already building one of those.
Not yet, actually.
Production time
Actually not, definitely is.
Worked, as always. Okay, here come the bombers though. Oh!
Yeah, they got 1.
It only took 2 to kill it even
something.
though it was moving a lot. Bombers are good. I actually kind of underestimated like how much damage that was going to do. And he keeps both the gunships alive, because of course he does.
Or does he? That's
Beautiful.
yeah, I don't like this man. I could totally get one if I just went in with my ACs.
Actually, yeah, that's true, because he's
I could get full.
But it's hard to really believe that you can do that. Right? I mean, he could also micro this and like pull them off to the side and then dock them when like when the queue is clear, but turret gets set up on the high ground as well here, which is kind of nice, but it probably won't do too much damage. Well, I don't know, it's hitting the support cruiser a lot, actually.
It's pogging the support cruiser.
Are base runners tankier than ACs? No.
They actually have about the same amount of health.
Yeah, the AC is 500 more, but it has like 6 times as much armor, so...
Yeah.
Don't lose carrier to turret, yeah, that'd be a real shame.
Don't worry, I'm
no,
not
that turret
used to
does go down. So, and there's enough healing here that it'll be fine. The problem is these BCs, I think. Just as long as Guardian Weebs doesn't lose the BCs to like attack missile barrage.
Yeah,
the bombers
someone
one-shot
about
a
to pop.
BR? I don't think so.
Oh, there's one right there, I'm blind.
Yeah, no, they won't one-shot a base runner. Oh.
Yeah, they don't one-shot base runner because its main health advantage is armor.
Oh, that AC barely gets away. That was some really nice micro hopping over that Doom there. BCs are almost as fast though, so I feel like you kind of have to run away forever now. When another bomber comes in, oh gosh, he's in range.
Yeah. No chance.
This is what it looks like to get pogged.
Yep.
One of these ACs is going to tuck into the corner. I mean, that's a good move to just buy for some time. But I think these ACs, or these BCs can maybe just like push this carrier down. Ah,
They totally
you
could.
say they're laying down the slap? There's a attack missile barrage though.
Attack missile barrage is kind of pog. I think I get one. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets one. There's another attack missile barrage ready to go on this other AC. Uh-oh. Weebs getting a little stuck in here, I suppose. Oh, but the bomber kills one of them. But another attack missile barrage catches this BC. Okay, this is good.
He's trying to gunship my assault cruiser, and it works.
Yeah, he actually kills with a gunship. That's kind of hilarious. He needs to dock this guy though. Oh gosh. That might be a little bit.
Oh, it's gonna die. Yep.
Ouch. He's still got 3 bombers though, right?
And he's
that one
building
SC is
like
super low.
unlimited battle cruisers. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, that too.
He also has a decent amount of power. We both do.
How much power? Oh, he's got power 3 already. But you're taking power 4, so you're a little bit ahead there. Plus with the artifact.
Yeah.
I still got a huge float though. I mean, like, if he would build a bunch of LADs and attack your third right now, like, what would you do about it, right? But he does have an artifact picked up. I like this a lot. And that bomber, like, when he launches all 3 of these, he probably will be able to kill quite a lot off the, like, the SC blocker.
Yeah.
Oh no, did he just waste a bomb on the logistics module? No, he didn't. That would have been crippling. But the thing is, he's not got that many BCs, right? Like, I think he's probably building 1 right now.
Nah, he's building as many as he possibly can.
Oh no, he has the production upgrade, right? So he's probably building 3 at a time.
Yeah, I should have just took my stand on this hill, and I think I did, honestly. Maybe I fell back? Nah, I fell back.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, it's tough because when you fall back, if you lose the main base, you're really in a tough spot. But, like, if you can't take the fight, you know. He just used a bomb on logistics modules. I'm not a big fan of that. And on, like, the anti-air turret crossings in mid. Am I watching Phoenix Yosa's AD? Well, he's got SCAA, so I think this is actually maybe not the worst thing.
I knew I was pretty much boned, so I think I was just trying to stun lock the BCs.
They do AoE though. We can't actually hit this logistics module, which is kind of funny.
I think I just spammed them.
Is giving a lot of respect to this though. I think
I was
really
literally
wants to
just
push
spamming
in
them
here.
for stun lock.
Yeah, well, you've got like infinite money, so I guess why not, right? I do like the power 5 though, and that's going to be impactful. But I think microwave emitter is actually better in this case.
Honestly, yeah.
Because
Microwave
the BCs are
emitter
really
is so
slow.
easy to get because it's 20 seconds.
Yeah, that too. It's not a very expensive tech either. Well.
Yeah, then you see I have this one assault cruiser in the back trying to stop some artifacts.
Oh shoot! Oh, that's actually really big.
Yeah, and then I remember that he has bombers.
Oh, I just remembered he has bombers too. Yeah, okay, well I guess this guy's probably dead, but I mean it's a good idea though. Again, this is where I think fighter and gunship really excels though, right? Because if the bombers come out to kill this AC, you can chase them back home. So.
Yeah, I don't know why I clicked R right
here. Oh
here.
no, because the turret is still barely alive. Oh.
I thought it would still shoot for some reason, but no, it doesn't shoot.
Well, the anti-air still goes off. I don't know what he's doing though. He needs to kill this AC. He's got a bomber in the air.
Yeah, he sends one over.
Yeah, he's gonna lose this artifact though. Oh no. Oh my boy Andre. If you had hit R again there, that would have been horrible.
And then I run, but it's too late.
Yeah, because the bombers will hunt you down if they want to. But it looks like they're actually committing in mid. There's a lot of SCAA though. Oh gosh. Oh. The anti-air turret post killed them both. But, you know, like, he didn't actually get any kills there, but he does get these units weak. It's just that I think that these BCs can just push in and kill them on their own. Like, they don't need any help. Oh, microwave emitter. Okay. But it's a little bit too far back.
Yeah,
Can't he just run past this?
Did nothing.
Uh-oh. Still, it would be worse if he had gotten that artifact out. So it's not all bad here, I suppose. His bombers.
Notice me going max power into weapons and trying to DPS carrier against battle cruiser spam.
That's maybe not a good idea. Yeah, these BCs are just gonna absolutely chunk this carrier.
Not too that bad actually. The support cruisers heal me up a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like you need to keep in the armor such you're survivable there, because otherwise he's just gonna drive in and just pop you with the BCs. Moose is still freaking baby rage complaining about microwave emitters, but that's alright. The best possible case? That was like the worst nuke ever. You gotta be joking, kiddo. But game 2 goes to God 8 Weebs, and this is match point now, right? As we move into game 3.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous.
On Canyon Outpost. Gamer map? Gamer map.
Moose, the new Shrike. Oh. Low blow, but I think it's true. I'll get to 20 and 55 again and then pause.
Yep.
I mean, let's just ignore the fact that a microwave emitter would like do 3 times the HP of a BC over its whole duration, and it's the the slowest unit in the game. But whatever. I'm sure we can't blame mispositioning for the lack of damage there. It's not how it works.
Wait, does the microwave emitter do like percentage damage of like percent HP?
No,
Stuff?
it just does a huge amount of damage, but over a long time.
But like, why don't LAVs insta die?
Well, they do, right? It's just that they're very fast, so you can get them out of there.
Oh, true. True.
I mean, LAVs have more health than you think, right? They've got like well, A-Game is saying that there are some modifiers, but LAVs have
true.
like a fifth of the health of a battlecruiser, right? So they actually survive a bit longer than you'd expect.
True. Unlike Poopy Remastered, where the biggest unit has 1,000 times the health of the smallest one.
That is true.
Yeah.
Although there's kind of an interesting allure to that. But... Oh, are you at 29.55?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, pog time.
Poach time.
Poachers champions.
Definitely.
Okay, here I'm a Chad, and I think I don't recycle my base runner.
Yeah, I noticed that. This guy's staying alive here. It's an interesting start. It's like 3-1 and then quick drop 1 and put it back up onto RUs. But I guess this is for like an SC timing.
Huh?
Like the salvagers started like 3-1 here and then you dropped one of them and put them onto RUs. But this looks pretty good. If you quick drop right now, you can get the SC, yeah. Okay, so it's a pretty good SC timing with the base runner kept here.
And then I do the spinny spins.
And Guardian's Weebs is a little bit behind you, so that's nice.
Literally every single game so far, he's been slightly behind me. It's because optimization strats, you know it. It's just I'm bad.
Of course. By the way, I think a lot of people might not be aware. Yeah, Spartan's got it. The microwave emitters will actually do no damage if they drop on a targeting jammer, and they'll last forever. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Also, are you noticing, like, look at that rock near your carrier that has like the dome and like the 2 flags on it? They're just like straight up floating. Like I'm only just noticed this.
What are?
Do you see like?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They are.
What the crap? What is this game? Is literally unplayable. I'm uninstalling. Pause the cast. I'm uninstalling. I like this wind turbine.
Yeah, the wind turbines are kind of hot.
Actually, just yesterday I went for a drive up to the canyon where they got this big wind farm. It's pretty cool.
You got cancer from wind turbines? What?
No, I drove up to a canyon. Yeah, actually, air power is like really unclean. It causes like death. So don't get me.
Yeah. The symptoms may include death.
Yeah, it's actually like we should just go back to coal power. That's a lot cleaner.
No, we should go back to hand cranks.
Yes. We should make an alternate universe where like
People step on boxes.
Yeah, they live in this box and they just like crank things, and it gives them this immense joy and generates electricity for us to use.
Yeah, to power our cars.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's AV fed this time for God 8 Sweep, so he is changing things up a little bit.
From both of us.
True. Although he's a little bit faster, which is curious, because you definitely had the better eco here,
But I also built like an LAV.
Oh, and like 2 base runners, look at this. And it should be worth noting as well that obviously this was played after a little bit of an interim, so...
Nah, this one's still... It went 3 and then the next 2
Oh, okay.
were yesterday. So this one's still...
Same day then, right?
Yeah, not a week later.
This probe is adventurous. Just flying straight through the wreckage. I don't know how I lived there. Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh boy.
But I believe you.
You'll have to watch the video when it goes up in 3 months. But it's gonna check the carrier so you can see the AV tech, so that's good. AC fab,
Honestly,
right away from
I don't.
Godspeed. Ooh.
Notice me get railgun tech like a Chad.
Yeah, you actually canceled the AVs. That's interesting.
Wait, I did? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
smart.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad move. I probably wouldn't have done it myself, though. But I mean, LAV rail can probably beat LAV AV, right? So this is maybe a good idea. Already an anti-air turret post set up, which I think is kind of funny.
Bro, LAV rail can beat anything.
Loser attack vehicles, right?
Loser attack vehicles and weird cannon thingies.
I see Magixel is already coming up, which is interesting.
Of
I
course,
guess just
of course.
because, like, you figure it's going to be ACs, maybe? But I don't know. At any rate, you saw the AV tech, though, so you know it's not air this game, right?
Yeah, I just saw him not go air, so I'm like, he has to be going big things because he's God hates Weebs.
Yeah,
I've
of
never
course, you
seen
know?
I've never seen this man build an LIV.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Simply
Yeah.
put. He's not on 3 base either, so this is maybe going to come back to bite him. This probe going to check for air again, I think, but it's going to be denied, so... Well, yeah, you probably caught vision of it for a second there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magixel is done, so even if AVs do push out now, it's not really going to do much, but it's probably just going to be... It's probably just going to be straight to ACs, right? My production tab is broken as always, but I think he's building one right now. Yeah, it looks... If only we could, like, fix this replay tab. I wish we had, like, the ability to mod that sort of stuff. I like the another sport cruiser coming out though, so you're getting up on the 3 base here. Oh, but God Weebs has done it too, actually. So you're pretty similar. You're in chat. What is this?
No proof.
No proof.
I mean,
Yeah, never mind. Didn't happen. Clearly.
I'm kind of like making noise, so I don't think you want ear rape. I mean, unless you do, but then I'll turn off all my noise cancellation stuff,
No,
and then
no,
you'll
no.
hear it beautifully.
No.
Yep, figured.
Base runners pick up these artifacts from God Weebs, so you can't extract this anytime soon, but at least it's nice for him to pick them up, right? This probe, though, is being cheeky. Oh no, it's gonna die though if it goes by this SC. Oh. That's a shame. That probe could have lived forever. Okay, I was gonna mention how I like how you keep sending probes out because it's good to like continue scouting, but at this point it's starting to get a little bit superfluous. But it is gonna catch the assault cruiser, so maybe I take it back.
Nah, I think we were memeing about how many probes I was sending out. Yeah,
I
but
see.
I saw the assault cruisers, so I pulled back on my rails.
Yeah, they're kind of out of position already though, because even if if LAV showed up over here, they would have just died. So
I'm also building a lot more. And thing is, I have carrier.
that's true. That's true.
Just watch this.
This might not be
Watch
so
this.
bad.
Watch this assault cruiser.
I'm watching this Rogan die. Okay, but the other guys get up here on the high ground. This is good, actually. Oh, he backed away just before he got the kill. Oh.
Yeah, it's called skill. You don't have it, so it makes sense why you wouldn't know.
Oh, no. So this AC is gonna get denied.
Okay,
the
but watch
backside
this. Watch this. Watch this pog champ.
Oh, yeah. See, I was about to say, but it
Probe
doesn't die, so it's not
clutch.
so bad. But
Probe clutch.
probe OP, man. Probe
That-
freaking OP.
Yeah, we were definitely memeing about the probes because I was terrified that he was gonna go air and shit on me, so I kept probing, and that
Yeah,
probe
yeah.
got me that assault cruiser, so I could flex on him.
Yeah, no, that was a really nice pick there. Because, he gets to poke in there for free otherwise, and just say, oh, maybe I get some damage, maybe not. But probe comes in and says, no, you're gonna die, so I really like that move. That was poach. But he does have artillery on the way. I'm actually really glad that he canceled Railfab, because this is the better response, I think.
Okay, but look what I'm building. I just tagged it right now. BCs versus artillery cruisers. Please tell me how you think that'll work out.
I mean, probably pretty well for you. It's just that he can't really match the rails, because you've already got the head start and your Savant, right? So I feel like if he tries that, it's going to turn out badly.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not such a big fan of these AVs, but I guess there's a threat of LAV coming out, so... Yeah, I take it back. This is probably a good move. But it looks like... Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. I mean, not that the game is boring, that's not what I mean to say. It looks like both players taking carrier power here, and they're going to move out to the midfield now.
Of course.
Which is a little scary, I think, on this map, because if you leave the bridge, then there's like a potential for backstabbing here. And indeed, you're already looking for it with these armored assault vehicles, but...
I think I had them here to defend, not really attack. I'm not sure, though.
Well, they're posturing pretty aggressively, like they want to see if there's an opening here. Which, to be fair, look, this is going to pull these assault cruisers over. I'm interested in the extraction zone, though, if he gets these out. It looks like one of them will get out.
Yeah, he gets one, but I get the other. But I get that base runner. And then you see those LAVs, I'm assuming.
Yeah. But, well, I don't know, I mean, that's not really that many, and with Mark targeted, you'll probably be able to fight this off, actually. Especially because you do have heavy vehicles 1, so you don't take as much damage from these as you would have otherwise. But he's gonna boost in. Weren't you saying, like, at the beginning of this game that you've never seen God 8 Sweeps build an LAV before? I'm sure this game is quite a shock to you.
No proof.
Actually, this is going a lot better than I was expecting. This is actually looking really good for God 8 Sweeps. He's got more coming in. Oh, dear.
But notice my float. I can easily rebuild.
That's normally not a good thing, but yeah. It is true. Isn't this,
and I get prod 3.
Isn't this like match point here, right? 2 to 1? Or 2 to 0?
0, yeah.
Ooh, you gotta be sweating now. Oh boy.
Literally, I was sweating my fucking ass off so hard, bro.
I do like production 3 though. That's a big deal. And then having the BCs out too is gonna be really big also.
Yeah, we both have production 3. I'm just getting it now.
You know, maybe I can see kind of how this might play out, because like artillery is really good against rails. The LAVs are good against the rails. It's only the ACs that can really fight your battle cruisers that are going to come out. So maybe this is going to be a situation where he kind of overcommits to like countering one facet of like your army comp here, but doesn't have anything to do, you know, damage to the other ones.
Yeah, and you can see I just started a battle cruiser.
Yeah, which I can actually see because you're the green player here. Man, I so wish we could like fix these problems with the replay system, but I just hope Homeworld 3 has like really good replays. That's how it's got to be.
I hope you have to reword that. You gotta say, I hope Homeworld 3 doesn't have a bunch of game-breaking bugs.
Yeah, you know, that's also a fair point. This is looking good for God 8 Sweeps so far. Cookie's asking about precision barrage against BCs. Well, when the BCs have to turn, right, then they like are stationary for this really long time. So if you give them a mortar that's too far away and they start turning, yeah, the precision barrage will take out like possibly all of its health in one hit. I'm not sure though. It's probably a little bit less than that, but it's still a lot of damage. And I mean, normally if a BC smokes and starts turning, it's gonna be you know, low enough that the precision barrage will just snipe it. But still, you don't normally favor artillery against BCs terribly much, actually. By the way, I've got to say, one thing that I'm worried about for my boy Andre here is that his ACs are all back home, right? Which I get he's worried about the backstab because he's moving his carrier around. But I'm a little bit concerned about this because he's not.
You want to know something really funny? So you see, there's the two sections. He has his artilleries and his LAVs on one.
Yeah.
And then his carrier is on the other, where my rails are.
I could see how this goes. I mean, obviously this is a lot of railguns. They've got mag cell too, so. Barrage coming out a little preemptively though for God 8 Sweeps, which I'm actually not a big fan of. I think this is a bit of a mistake.
And also,
he needs that for the railguns.
Battle cruisers behind his carrier.
That too. Yeah, I think it's all coming together here. He's already used the barrage, so he can't use this to ward off the railguns. So his carrier's not really a great defense here. Oh gosh, yeah, he's got to get out of here. This is going to be huge damage. Especially with like one marked target, which you've got, alright. I like it. But a bit of smoke, okay. You need to keep these ADs alive, that's fair. So. Still takes a big chunk out of this carrier though.
And then I have the battle cruisers coming up behind.
AVs are getting a little smoked though. Well, I mean, that's kind of a fun, isn't it? But they're mostly dead, so they're not really going to be able to contribute anymore to this. He sees the BCs off of his probe. And as you can see, that auto fire in fact doesn't hit the BCs because they have their speed a lot higher than the BCs. He has his barrages ready to go again though? No, he doesn't. He's built too low. Something. He's got to move these guys who are back at home, like go in for a backstab or something. But I mean, probably the biggest priority is don't die right here, because this could go really badly, really fast.
Fun fact: battle cruisers do a lot of damage, especially with rails.
Oh, and I love the targeting jammer too. You need to keep moving this guy though, so it doesn't eat the indirect fire. Yeah, that railgun blob needs to move in, because I think there might just be a carrier toward me. Oh yeah, they're moving. And one marked target, yep, that's just what he wants to do. Oh jeez, this carrier's just gonna melt, look at this. Oh man.
Yep.
So much damage. Yeah, I think he barraged at a very bad time, like when there was nothing to get really. And then he couldn't use it to ward off these railguns at all, so the BCs just walked up. There was not really anything to fight, because these ACs were all back at home. I gotta say, I think he had the better army on the field, but he didn't have it on the field, you know, it was all like kind of scattered around.
He pulled a bozo throw.
Definitely.
Okay, so now game 4 is
this the one that you told me I was really gonna like?
You're gonna love this one. And this was yesterday, so you're gonna love this one. I can just feel it.
Time for Jaramillo! Yeah, these games don't count because they were played on the wrong patch, clearly.
Please commit Alt F4, thank you.
Okay. No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm at 55, so...
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's Galzian territory, it's a fun map. Very, very aggressive, right?
Map.
You hate this map? Did he pick it? Yes, he did. Okay. And Tight End Passage is going to be the ace match, by the way, so that'll be interesting to watch.
Tight End Passage is even worse.
You know, frankly, I must agree. But this map is fun. I like it, because it's really, really aggressive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of these maps where there's like infinite high ground, which can feel sort of bad in some cases, but it forces players to play a bit of a different style, I think, normally, so... And yeah, this is game 4. Scoreline is 2-1. In favor of the Weeb master.
Yep.
Let's see first from you. Classic. Tried and true. But I wonder what Goddess Weebs is doing here, because his support cruiser should be started already if that's his plan. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's SC first, but he's just really, really, really slow here.
He's not a Chad?
Nay. I know if had started much earlier for you too, so that's good.
Doing my standard opening.
Very standard. I mean, you know, not a bad idea, right? I've just tried and true, something we've played a lot of times before. I think in this map, though, you definitely have like windows to be aggressive on your opponent, which I think Goddess Weebs handles kind of poorly, but...
Oh yes, this man cannot rush for his life. Like...
Yeah, definitely. But he can't really be rushed very well either, right? Like, he's not terribly good at the defense. But you know, I mean, rushes are always dangerous, because if you don't get much value, you sort of just flop and die. So, I mean, I get the feeling of, like, not wanting to do that when you're on a serious point here. Probe's gonna kiss in the middle. Very romantic.
Now, there's gonna be some probe babies. Oh wait, one of them's fucking dead now.
Is that how babies are made? You kiss?
Wait,
I never learned this in school. So.
I remember his probe. This thing doesn't die for another like 5 minutes.
Oh jeez. Well, I mean, how these LEDs just chase it, right? Oh my gosh.
He just doesn't die.
Can you move
like
back here?
I try. I try to hunt it. It just won't die.
Oh, dude, you can. Oh wait, no, because probes can move anywhere. No, you can't move back here. Okay. That's kind of a shame. It'd be cool if you could move around this rock. Oh, could you put like logistics modules? Do you see like on the very corner of the map, like by the white extraction zone, there's like a little bit of ground here? Like, could you put a bunch of logistics modules there and like they would never be like killable?
Air artillery?
Yeah, but I mean, would you ever check there, right?
Yes. It's called just go there. Nah, you're right. There was-
Yeah, you know, the
more.
first thing that I do when I wake up in the morning is I load up DOK and check to see if there's any logistics modules happening. Hey, it's hottest man ever.
Bro,
he's
literally,
been
whenever
downgraded
someone
to board
says his name
these
with, whenever someone says hottest man ever but HME initials, I'm like, huh? Microwave emitter? What?
Yeah, it was before your time. It was when you were still in the womb, but a fetus. Base runner slaps the probe down, so down he goes.
Okay, so Bozo, I really love how you say you can't rush this man when I kind of low-key rushed him with 4 LAVs.
I'm not sure if this counts as a rush, but you know.
I mean, I guess a nice value.
Carefully, you don't die to rails. Well, I'm sure he saw that. Hottest man ever with the flame. I love it. Tac bombers. Oh shoot, I didn't notice this. He's already going up the bomber fat.
Oh, it's this one where he rushes bombers.
He really needs
Yeah,
to
see, I
power
got the
this
logic
carrier, I
module.
think, here, but yeah, the logistics module going down is kind of a big deal actually, because now he's fleet
4.
capped already.
Hey, hey,
Super
hey, hey.
stamina, though.
Hottest man ever. Remember the 2 games before I died when I beat you with rails?
Noob.
Yeah. I'm just too good for this loser. Like SMH, get out of here. Bruh.
Broski. This probe is still alive. I see what you're talking about. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
gonna
I
check
saw
the
it.
tech.
I knew it was here. It's just I couldn't kill it.
Will
It
died. It
finally
sees the
died.
tech first, which is no tech. So I don't know if he was looking, but I imagine he was if he was sending his probe out like that.
Yeah, but I think I saw air. Yeah, I definitely remember I saw air.
No, yeah, you saw air definitely, but you probably don't know there's bombers, right? There's no
Nah,
telling
I
that
had
for
no clue
coalition
that was
surveillance.
bombers.
So,
He's never gone bombers this quick against me.
well, now that I think about it, because Con F doesn't have a tell when they get air tech, it's actually only Gaussian that you can tell when they have bombers out. So, but anti-air turret posts are getting set up, so I can see you definitely know that this is coming.
Yeah. And then I keep the base runners around here just for some extra AA.
Yeah, but bombers are definitely going to do well, I think, against these BRs. So they don't really care about like the light fire because they have a lot of armor, and then they'll just like one-shot the turret posts if they want to. But probably he'll just go straight for the eco. So this could go either way still.
And then I think I go for missile batteries soon. Like I just got AAV tech.
Yeah, which is not a bad idea. But again, I think that like if you know that there's bombers, like once you see them, really the right move is probably to go fighter and gunship because then you can chase them down.
Oh, I never go air. What are you talking about? Like, this is never going to happen. I am never going to go fighter and gunship. Why do you keep mentioning it?
I'm kicking
It
against
does
the
not
bricks, as
happen.
it were. Still don't know what that means, I assume.
What is fighter? What is gunship?
Missile battery fab about halfway done. So yeah, you are getting that tech there. He's got 2 bombers done now.
Yeah, use the probe. Like,
Use the probe. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I know he's coming to kill me. Don't know with what.
How did that probe die? I'm not sure.
The fighter. Yeah, but he targets a probe for some reason. Like he does, or he targets a salvager. He doesn't get my. I mean, I think he does get it anyway.
Yeah, because the SC's not dead, but the strike fighters, yeah, they're gonna finish the job. The salvagers, I think, are actually kind of more valuable. The way that he split that, I really like actually, because the first bomb landed on one salve on the periphery and killed it. Then the second bomb landed on the guy who was wounded, so it also killed the SC.
Yeah, but I mean, I had like 5 SCs queued anyway, so kind of irrelevant.
Sure, but eco damage is always eco damage. If he can get up on the free base now, he'll be ahead here. And he's getting BCs already. I love it. And that's what he did in game 2. It worked out well for him. So.
Yeah.
But here's the sport
Okay.
cruiser, so you do replace that.
So soon, when I notice the battle cruisers, I'm gonna start doing something, and you're gonna be very happy and very pleased.
TJ,
100%.
Tell me that's
No,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no. I cannot tell you. You will view it, and you'll be like,
Okay,
The
I'm
heck?
excited. I'm excited. Is it crying?
yeah, literally, I cry for like 50. Yeah.
You just start weeping bitterly, and then like the BCs are like, man, I feel bad about killing this guy, and they leave you alone.
And then they just alt F4. Yeah.
He's opened the wreck, you can tell, with like the way that the salvager is like positioned, but he hasn't actually started mining here, so this is a little bit awkward for God 8 Weebs, but I'm sure he'll get on there in a moment. But it's still very turtley, right? It's still sort of hiding on your base here, because you can't move out because of these bombers, of course, but...
Yeah, but I have I think I start going for some artifacts soon. Like you see, I'm moving my missile batteries out.
Yeah, and AC tech is started, so AC anti-air is on the cards here.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna
True.
say it. I never build a single assault cruiser. Or
Oh,
maybe I
no.
build one, but it instantly dies. I don't know. I just know that I don't really do it. Yeah, but he sees the missile battery and he kind of dips.
He catches the LEVs actually with a pretty
Yeah,
nice
he
hit
does
there
that,
with
but
the
then he
bomb.
dips.
Yeah, he does need to leave though, so he's gonna lose strike fighter if he doesn't. He's having the bombers tasked to attack the missile battery now, which is a little awkward because they're out of ammo. That's alright. I don't know, I kind of prefer him going for the missile battery here, to be honest with you, just like getting the numbers down, because if you can keep air superiority and like build a gunship or something, that'll deal with the LEVs just fine. But I don't know. His game, of course. That's how he's gonna play it. He does have that BC tech done, he's building them already, so. Oh, that's a good point, Moose. Like maybe he didn't mean to drop him on the LEVs there.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get extracts out for some power. I think I get one.
Yeah, well, it looks good so far. You got an anti-air turret post out here too. A lot of missile batteries as well, so the bombers can't necessarily just do whatever they want here. So.
Yeah, you can see Weebs is building some battle cruisers, and it's about when they finish. When I notice them.
That's when the thing.
The funny.
happens.
The funny.
The funny.
That's it's just the funny.
I like this targeting jammer on the carrier. It's gonna be.
Wait, did
oh my
the
gosh,
jammer
bombs
just
came
block
out.
the bomber?
Did it? I don't think so. I don't think they have I don't think they can target bombers, but like there.
I mean, technically they're just ground units that look high.
Did you see that BC? Slap. Well, yeah, but like they have modifiers, I'm sure. Like the reason they can't hit carriers is because they have a modifier that they can't hit carriers. So like I'm sure that they have a modifier against. I'm sure they have like a modifier against air saying cannot target as well. But,
How about we ask how about we ask the experts?
I am the expert.
Can targeting jammer hit the air? Just ask. If you don't know, just ask A Game. He'll yell
that's
at
not a
you
bad
for being
idea.
annoying, but he'll tell you. Okay, notice what I'm teching right now.
Rails, right?
Yeah.
I do like me some rails. Obviously, a good counter to the BCs, of course, but BCs
Yeah.
and Jaraci have or in Jaramillo, as the case may be, they have obviously a lot more range than Vanillas, so you have to watch out. They could still get hit, but
Yeah, I have this one assault cruiser, but it doesn't really do much.
the
A Game,
float.
shut up.
Oh my gosh, I'm just noticing.
The
Holy
float
crap.
disappears in like 10 seconds when I queue like 50 rails or something.
Like your fleet captains, you can't even.
And that,
69 pop cap.
yeah. Haha, funny, humor, haha.
What a millennial.
Yeah,
You did
notice,
build an AC. I'm
notice
happy
my
about
queue.
this.
Notice
It's
my
probably
queue.
gonna die, though. Oh. Yeah, down goes the AC there. But you do have mag
Yeah.
accelerator started. That's good. A lot of rails up. So Goddess Weebs is here. Like he's on top of you now with the BCs. But what he needs to do, I think, is play around the dunes and like use them to obscure like sightlines for the railguns. But this is kind of a difficult thing to play
Tries,
for him.
but he tries.
SickIGN
doesn't really
feeling
work out.
confident about his play here. Gotta drop down one of those logistics modules, eh? Mag Excel almost done though, and that is gonna be a big deal. But there's 3 BCs here for Godding Tweet.
Wait, what are you talking about? 3 VCs? I don't see 3.
Yeah, he's got 3. I mean, one of them's probably about to die, to be fair.
No, there's only 2. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, the bomber's not really a terribly good hit, actually. Only gets 1 railgun there. But oh, there's 3 here. Missile battery actually trying to kill off this BC. It's kind of funny, but I think it's barely out of line of sight from these railguns. Oh, just barely. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, literally, the angles that my railguns get are like the stupidest things ever.
Yeah, well, what he needs to do actually is get like down into the dip there, like right where your support cruiser has died. That's where he needs to be with these BCs. I think he's trying to hide up on the high ground, but if you kind of like flatten the camera, you can see why they're able to get shots here. Because he's kind of up on a plateau. Oh, and this BC is... Well, that's actually a support cruiser, but it's taking a lot of damage here. But their bomber hit does kind of a decent amount of damage to these railguns, but he's got to get these BCs in there. Uh-oh.
The turn.
Yeah, I mean, once he starts trying to retreat here, like, BCs do not retreat very well.
Do not turn.
Never turn. Yeah, I mean, I think if he could get down into the dip here, and into the depression, that's topical.
Okay,
I think
but-
he'd be able to like do something here, but he's
Okay, but
just up on the
Bozo.
plateau. Look
Notice
at
how
that.
many rails I have.
Yeah, that's a huge number of railguns. What is this? 15! Oh gosh.
Spoiler alert, I get more.
Yeah. Well, because they counter the BCs really well when you get this many of them up. Because now the BC, even if it gets in range, it'll kill like 2 railguns and then die. It's not worth it, right? So.
Yeah. And
Approach you
I get some AAVs because I see him building LAVs. So, you know, I want to not insta-die.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, honestly, there's some critical mass of railguns where they can just fight off LAVs too. But
Yeah.
probably not best to play it that way. I will agree with that. I love this little nonsense down here by the extraction zone.
Oh yeah, literally. Like when my base runner's almost dead, I notice that and I just jam it, and then I'm like, okay, whatever.
Okay, I'll just leave.
Mass rails. So basically, if your opponent has mass rails, just quit because it's probably over, or just get like the best nuke on the planet. Those are your only 2 options, really.
Yeah, well, you need sources of AOE, right? So like artillery is really good against railguns.
Not mass
LAVs,
rails.
which can kill railguns effectively, are good, but of course in this case SickIGN has it pretty well covered with these AVs. But yeah, bombers do really well. It's just Goddess Weebs already had the bombers, but he's lost a lot of them here. Well, he's lost all of them actually. There's enough anti-air apparently that he's kind of reached that critical mass to where like he can't just go in there for free anymore. So it's difficult to keep these rail numbers down with bombers.
Yeah, there's a point like when you have enough rails where nothing counters them.
Yeah, so I mean, I think at this point, honestly, he does need, like, the nuke. I think that's really what he's got to do to stop this. But, I mean, that's kind of a Hail Mary, right? The problem is just that if he takes to ACs to get into artillery, that's going to be so slow. And you're not exactly pushing very hard on him, but you could be, you know. Oh dear, this is a bit of a throw, though. The railguns need to be up with the AVs here, so if they're alone... Uh-oh. Yeah, God XP is just going to slap these down. Ha! You didn't think it was coming, did you? Oh gosh.
Oh, there's so many rail projectiles that they just break. Like there's no path. It's just like you see a tiny ball at the front of it, and that's it. There's just so many rails.
That's crazy. And like actually these AAVs will stop the LAVs because the railguns are here. So that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but like the railguns actually do quite a bit of damage to the LAVs on the approach, and then the AVs can just like smoke and buy time. That's all they need to do. So he can't really dive in here with LAVs, not unless he gets a lot of them, like 30 or something. Which he's got a lot of CUs, but he's clearly spending them on BCs here. Oh wait, no, actually he's building LAVs now. Loser attack vehicles, right?
Yes, loser attack vehicles.
So the key is to keep the railguns and the AVs together and have the AVs front lines so the railguns get vision and are never really in danger. I don't really like how they keep splitting up here, but I can respect he's trying to stop this artifact, or you that is, or trying to stop this artifact from getting out. So. But the carrier
I think
here
I
is
use a
really
probe
risky.
to get vision.
Well, there's SCs on the blob and there's LAVs too, so I don't think the probe will work, but... March the
Yeah, well I
penguins here,
realized that
guys,
I was
who's gonna go
literally
in with the
throwing,
LAVs?
and I garbage microed.
Yeah, but again, this is a critical mass of rails where they can just kill these LAVs. They don't care, you know. Oh, the mortars! Oh, it's good.
Yeah, the hog mortars.
Really,
And also,
really
I
nice
noticed
mortars.
that I was moving my carrier up, and then I remembered that that's a terrible idea because he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
battle cruisers. So
That's
I
like
just
the only
ran.
way to lose here. But yeah, God XP's gonna smoke just to keep these BCs alive, but the damage of these railguns is gonna be ridiculous. Because how many are there right now? 16?
20.
Actually,
20.
oh
Actually,
God.
no, you're right. 16.
No, yeah,
I'm
there are
on crack.
16, yeah. But look
I'm
at
on
the
crack.
damage on these BCs, just instantly pops one of them there.
He tries for gunships, but I have like
Oh.
what?
He killed
5
the
missile
Captain
batteries?
AV. Did you see that? Oh.
What?
There was an AV that was a freaking captain and he killed it. Oh gosh. I'm not a big fan of this. So what you can do with the railguns when you want to get them healed up like this is like select them all, tell them to move to the support cruiser, and then like shift right click on the guys who are not who are injured, and then that'll deselect them, and then you can move the rest of the blob back to the front line. So.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Nice
ended
little
up building
micro
some support cruisers, actually.
Yeah, well that too, like just getting some frontline support cruisers would be a big deal here, right? Fleet cap right now, but you got the money for it, so. And yeah, I think those were gunships taking, but I'm not sure. Either way, they did definitely feed in, because when he's got all these missile batteries here, you know, bad times, right? Those heavy air units are gonna melt just as fast. This army just looks so hard to beat. You're not really playing it terribly fast here, but you know, just the slow push out to your opponent's side. There's not much you can do about it. He is taking power 5 though, so there's thoughts to the cruise missile here. I think that's kind of the only way that he can get back into this.
Yeah, like,
Oh, strike fighters, don't do this. Oh gosh.
I don't know what this man was thinking. I just moved my missile batteries up and pogged him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the idea with these strike fighters is supposed to be. I mean, when your opponent has requisite anti-air, right, you just kind of hold your guys in the hangar and wait for a moment that you can pop them out, so. Yeah. Because the blob is all very low HP, and like obviously, oh no, this is not the way to do it. A-Game's making a good point though, is that you can have the probes come up and the missile batteries fire all of their shots into the probe, and then the bomber comes up after it. It's a little hard to execute, but it can make a big difference. Just get that shot on the bomber. And then if the army is there to follow up, if you still had like 4 BCs or something and they were in a nice, you know, setup.
Yeah.
Now maybe this blob is approachable. So it's definitely not perfect execution from SickIGN here, but he's got that nuke now though, so that's the only hope for God Hates Weebs, I think, is he lands a godlike nuke here.
Yeah,
I don't think the way to play this is to just gamble and fire it. I think he wants to like get some kind of setup here where he can like know where these rails are gonna go. Oh gosh. He just fired and forgot there. Like right after the rails move back.
I lose a few, but
yeah, it still gets 5, I think, which is not horrible, but it's not enough. So
yeah. Bro, that incoming missile thing stays for so long.
yeah, it's scary, right?
I'm like, huh? What?
Well, not the most impactful nuke I've ever seen, I guess I'll say. We do have artillery cruiser fab coming out before we got HP, so I mean, maybe that buys enough time for him to get here, but he's going to lose another support cruiser on this front line. These rails are definitely playing slow, but they're getting there eventually.
This entire thing was just me trying to find him so I could kill him. Because I know if I like got in a good position, or even got in a bad position, if I just saw him with my rails, he would be dead.
Yeah. Uh-oh, that might just be about to happen here.
Nah.
Not quite though. He's gonna stay alive. Wait a minute. He's extracted 4 artifacts. What the heck?
Yeah. That's when I noticed it too. And I'm like, oh shit! I can't move. I gotta. Literally, I just had to control mid or I lost.
That's kind of scary. I didn't realize it was happening either. It's crazy, like, I guess he just extracts every now and then, and he gets up to 4 like this. Carriers find him taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, he has armor 5, so...
So he heals back up, and
really
he
quickly.
is quite tanky as well.
Yeah, it's those AAVs that screwed me, because he had all the, he could tank so much.
Reduces the railgun's damage by like about 1/3, I think, and he has 4 armor like that. Oh gosh, he's getting hit again though. Does he have no smoke? He's gotta smoke this carrier. He does, okay.
Yeah, he has so many AAVs for the smoke.
About like 1/3 of the CD left on that nuke. He's close. Oh jeez. Man, but imagine if he still had those bombers, right? Because these missile batteries were out of position for a moment. This is where he'd go in.
Yeah, I had terrible focus fire.
Oh, he's pushing up with the AAVs. He can't do that. He's got to just try and survive for this nuke to come out. His rail blow up is looking really beleaguered here. You know, it's still 17 of them, but they got the health bars to like 10. Like
Yeah, he put a turret on that hill, so I jammed it.
Yeah, it's a good move. Gets you the artifact out, which I like. So, scoreline's 2-4 now. Obviously, like, in 7 minutes, when the clock runs down, if we get there, you need to have at least, like, 1 extracted and 1 picked up. But I don't think that's really going to be... I don't think that's really going to be impactful here unless he gets a really nice nuke. So it's all going to come down to this nuke play once again. And he's actually not got the money for it just yet, but... Wait, this is weird looking. He does have the money for it, but for some reason the game's telling me that he can't.
Nah, A-Game, if he gets a lucky hit, he can take the entire thing out. Like, if he gets dead center, he can totally take the entire thing out.
Yeah, but see, I don't think he should play for lucky. Like, make the nuke part of a push here, get the railguns to back up, right? And then, boom, there's the nuke. That's where I think you want to be firing this. Because if you can predict where your opponents are going, you know, then... Oh, he fired the nuke now, though.
No, that's me. That's me.
Oh, look how far back it is. Yeah, he fired his nuke too, though.
Yeah,
oh,
he was trying to push. Yeah, he was trying to push me. So I was starting to back up, and then I nuked too. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta push him. I can probably take him anyway, so I just started pushing until the nuke hit, and then I backed up a bit.
Yeah, but you can see 2 SCs for free, which is nice. And you got those 3 base spinners as well, so one of them hasn't picked up an artifact yet. But if you can get these 2 out, we tie the scoreline at 4-4. Still a little bit uncomfortable. This is going to be much better feeling for you, because you're definitely in control of the field right now. And that you know, like timer condition is going to go away for him too, which is good.
The strike fighter insta dying.
Yeah, it's insta popped. Jid.
Yeah, look, he smokes these support cruisers, but way too slow. It already dies.
Yeah, good idea though. But he said he was eating breakfast during this game.
Yeah, he did. He literally said that.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh man. He's just like the most fun player to watch ever. Oh, there's a scoreline, 4-4. A bit more carrier power, and the Swan carrier here could go quite a ways, I think, to getting it being like a frontline unit, because that'll give you the vision that you need for these railguns to go off. But
yeah, and then right now I just noticed that he's pushing on my left, and I decided, why don't I shoot him?
Yeah, because he can obviously match this push. He does have the artillery now, though, so Barrage comes out, I think. Again, the Barrage seems a little bit premature, though, but it's going to do some good damage to the railguns, man.
Can the Barrage kill my rails before I kill his carrier?
Oh gosh, he's down to 1,000.
The answer is no.
Oh, he's still getting hit. Oh gosh. Does he have smoke? Oh, he doesn't have any smoke. He's got to keep running. He stops moving. Never stop moving. Don't go back in. Oh, you madman. And again, the rail blob is so low here. Imagine if he had the nuke right now, you know, if he hadn't used it before. Maybe he kills all the rails off here, but instead the carrier's gonna kind of blunder here, moving toward your main.
And then the
oh, tell me
the missile battery mortar kill?
Not quite. It's actually behind the dune though. He's still alive. Oh my! I thought that was gonna be the end of the game, but he's still up. Oh gosh! If you're watching machines. Oh no! He drove over the ridge. Oh god, he sweeps. Slapped down to the ground from whence he came.
Yeah.
Of course, it's kind of academic anyway, because we got an artifact extracting in like 2 seconds here, but...
Yeah, well, I was kind of hype, because, you know, I went from 2-0 to 2-2.
Yeah, it's the reverse sweep, man.
I'm just gonna not choke Game 5.
Well, easier said than done, I can definitely tell you that. Let me load up the replay here.
Okay, and Game 5, I'm just gonna say, what the hell was that game? Like, it made no sense. Like, A-Game was watching, and he's like, huh?
That was his reaction exactly? Huh?
Pretty much, yeah. A-Game, would you agree that was your reaction? Like, huh? He used his... Yeah. What's that emote you like, the Pepiga?
The Pepiga, yeah. Pepiga. That's definitely
it's an emote. It's an emote.
Pepiga.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why would I bother, you know, doing easy things?
Okay, are you ready?
Oh shoot, I did the thing. I'm at 29-27. Tell me when you get there. And yeah, again, that's what I'm making fun of him for saying it like that. I know how to say this.
29-27, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Alright. I like how forceful it is. No countdown, just go, you know?
Okay, how's it pronounced? Pepiga?
Pepega. Come now, my
PPG.
child. Close enough. SC first coming out for you again. Nothing special here. Still, the timing's faster than God It's Weebs, so maybe a bit of an advantage once again, but...
Yeah, of course, it's called them better. Like, you know. The shreds.
And you know, this little early game advantage has been there for pretty much every game this series. Definitely that makes a difference, so very nice for you. How long am I going for it? Dude, days, man. I'm gonna be casting until I die. I'm gonna do all the series that have been played so far, so... a long time. Probably a couple more hours, so...
It's a long time.
LEV Fab started, Probe comes out, this is all very standard, of course. No base runner retire this time, so it's gonna be one of those games. I wonder what God Ace Weebs is gonna be thinking, like, here on this last match. Does he want to mix things up, even though it's like the ace match, or does he want to go with what he's most comfortable with and play air? I mean, this is not a bad map for air, I don't think, because there's a lot of space for it to go around, right, and get flanks on, like, where the anti-air isn't. It's an interesting, map layout where the bases run towards each other, rather than being kind of, like, parallel on the other axis of the map, so... Could be a good one for air, but it looks like he is going to tech AV Fab here. Tell me, if there was anything going through that quote-unquote brain of yours, what were you planning for this game?
I was planning on rails, like, you know, standard. I was just planning on playing good until I saw what this man was doing, and I'm like, huh? And then I just spammed rails. You know, you'll see what I mean. You'll see.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Probe takes a bit of damage there, but it's gonna be a-okay. So he does see the base sprinter though. Probably knows that this is SC first. An AV tech almost done now for God It's Weebs, but it is going to be a bit of LAV spam for SickIGN. How he likes to play with his loser attack vehicles, you know? Just tell him. Yeah, because he didn't make rails, so he wins the moral victory, definitely.
I mean, how can you win without making rails? Like, it's literally impossible. What else can kill a carrier other than rails, air, or off-brand rails, aka battle cruisers? Oh wait, that's only if you're playing the superior race.
This base runner here probably gonna get chunked to death. I love that sound that it makes when the bullets go in.
That noise.
Beautiful.
That would be funny.
If he got into finals while still being banned, yeah.
Okay, and now look at this man's carrier. I want you to look at it.
Oh my god.
And question, what the hell is this person thinking?
Well, it's not the worst thing. Go back to one base, right?
But the thing is, he's going to triangle base.
Yeah, triangle base. Yeah, this is a very tried and tested strategy. Triangle base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This is gonna be a lot of salvager kills actually, because you got this high ground, so these LAVs have a lot of good damage here.
Yeah, A-game, he can corner my LAVs, but does he?
So 2 go down already. We're gonna lose the logistics module too, which is pretty nice. It's taking power 2 now. I don't know, maybe he's going for like a power rush or something like that, but this doesn't seem like the game to do it. Because he's already sort of been, you know, contained, right? So, I mean, like, moving out the carrier at this point is going to be a bit of a fantasy, but he's going to try it. Look at this. So AV's back home to defend, I guess, and he's just going to rush carrier power. That's really weird. He's going to really mix things up in this last game, but not in a way that I really think is going to go terribly well.
Bro, so I think the word you're looking for is throw.
Definitely. Because, I mean, you can see this coming for so long here. Yeah, that too, carrier speed was reduced. The thing is, like, SickIGN already sees it, and he has rail tech done, so he's got the tools he needs to counter this. And, you know, when is there ever a world where you're going to get, like, an artifact extract out here? So this is not really going to work for God 8 Speeds very well at all, I don't think.
Yeah, like, I saw him doing whatever this is, and I just spammed the shit out of rails. Like, only rails, kind of paused.
Another very neat moral victory. Mag Excel, probably a good choice. Yep, you're already going to grab that, I suppose. Might be tempted to get like an SC on this third base, but I think it's actually probably best not to, because like obviously not going to be much time before this carrier gets here. And I guess the power 1 is not a terrible choice either, but I would actually just get railguns for now.
Yeah.
It would be nice if this guy could shoot. Okay, there we go. And it looks like you have found a little spot of high ground here as well. I do like.
Yeah.
I really like how you're leaving. Oh no! Just as I say, you're gonna move him back. But I like how these LAVs are still close to Gladiate's Weebs side of the base, because like if he ever leaves with these AVs, you'll just kill him, right? So he has to continue to like worry about that threat.
Yes,
Carrier kind of looking like a beach whale on his dude.
Yeah, and then he notices that I have a firing squad. Quite literally.
Time to die, comrade. Yeah, so he's gonna back away here. He's taking AC fab, but I don't know about that. I don't really see a world where this is gonna work. I mean, if he's gonna tech something now, he needs rails, right? But the three LAVs come back and they're gonna fight off this base army. That's a good call, actually.
Yeah, I would say so.
And yeah, Mark Target is worth it because it does plus 26% damage. So they very definitely engineered this that it's worth it if you have 5.
It's not actually. If it was 25%, it wouldn't be worth it. That's whack.
Will it be exactly even? Right?
Yeah. So if you had like an LAV, that would be good.
Yeah. Minimal difference, of course, but anytime you have more than 4, you're using Mark Target. If you're firing them all at one single enemy unit.
I should be pulling them around to like right past the front of my carrier, just so they can
from the
shoot.
opponent's third base. Yep, that's the moral victory. I'm just gonna call it. He wins, because like.
Yeah.
If you're not mining from your opponent's third base, what are you really doing?
True. I mean, how long does it last? That's the real question.
Doesn't matter. As long as he can even get like one drop off, it's worth it. That's the end of the tourney. Then yep, God Weebs just wins by default.
Yeah, and then notice how he's building salvagers, and that he's like moving towards my rails, like the Chad.
Yeah, because he knows, it's all about intimidation at this point. This is great. He does lose the SC though, so I mean, I'm afraid this probably will not go very well, but. This poor salvager just gets slapped.
He just got denied its rights to live.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then he tries to build an assault cruiser, but like, does he have the time?
Yeah, this is not really a good tech here. He did get it though, so I mean he's got this on the queue already, but especially on this map though, right? I mean, when are you ever gonna like get a good engagement with these railguns with that assault cruiser,
He jetpacks?
The jetpacks though.
They do some stuff, but he's nothing to finish them off.
Actually, I had a game against Discara in tournament one time, back in one of the Kara Cups, where like I was totally winning, and then he just jetpacked on my rails and killed me. I was like so mad.
Yeah, and then GG easy, no skill required. This was
he never got the AC out either. Sad times.
What?
The AC, he never got it out.
Yeah.
Easy for SickIGN, clearly. Got it to be
yeah, so
chance.
I come back clutched. A game. Commit. Stop.
And congratulations to SickIGN, who gets to die to me in the semifinals now.
Not happening.
Or quarterfinals. This is a round of 16, isn't it?
Yo, bozo. If I beat you, you're watching JoJo, and that's a fact.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that bet, because there's no freaking chance. You want to do it right now? Right now?
Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
Yeah, that's what I thought, kid.
Yo, A game, you gotta train me for the next 1,000 years.
Oh
you
no.
must train me.
Well, stay tuned for
JC
more
11,
casting, I guess. But
2022.
But look forward to me killing SickIGN on the next stream when I do casting, because that'll probably be up. Easy freaking win
not
for
happening.
me. Definitely.
You're not killing me? Not happening?
Easy, kiddo. But anyway, thanks for watching. I mean, this goes up on YouTube in 8 months. Watch the next one.
8 months.
Yeah, I'm being generous to myself.